published 1900 Est, the 20th of November 2017, updated 2251 Est, the 20th of November 2017. Robin Williams was posthumously diagnosed with Lewy Body Dementia after taking his own life in 2014. Now, scientists at the University of Edinburgh say they have worked out how to stop the disease in its tracks. New drugs for one of the most common types of dementia could be on the horizon after scientists discovered how it spreads. The drugs could stop it in its tracks by targeting a key chemical called alpha-Z-nuclein, according to researchers. The rogue protein is one of 4 types believed to be behind the devastating neurological disorder. It disrupts brain cells in dementia with Lewy body, also known as DLB, that is progressive and gets worse over time. Brain tissue from people who die from it showed the protein builds up in vital parts of neurons that connect cells. These may jump from one cell to another through these connections, say the international team led by Edinburgh University. The findings shed light on the causes of DLB and will help to speed up the search for a treatment, they say. It is the 3rd most common form of dementia after Alzheimer's and vascular dementias and affects around 100,000 people in the UK. It can cause severe memory loss as well as movement problems. There is currently no cure. The study focused on synapses, the connections between nerve cells that form memories. These allow chemical and electrical signals to flow between cells and are vital for brain health, say experts. Study co-leader Professor Tara Spires, who heads up the UK Dementia Research Institute at Edinburgh University, said DLB is a devastating condition. Our findings suggest it's at least partly driven by damage to synapses. These discoveries should invigorate the search for therapies aimed at reducing synaptic damage and open the possibility of targeting the spread of alpha-Z-nuclein through the brain, which could stop disease progression in its tracks. Her researches, which included colleagues in Spain, showed synapses in 5 people who had with DLB contained clumps of the damaging alpha-Z-nuclein, which could contribute to symptoms. The toxic protein was spotted in both sides of the synapses, suggesting it may jump between cells through these connections. This sheds light on how damage could be spread through the brain. It was not seen in the brain's tissue of people with Alzheimer's disease. The most common form of dementia are those without any type of the illness. The discovery was made with extremely powerful scanning devices used in DLB for the first time. These provided detailed images of over 1 million single synapses, each 5,000 times smaller than the thickness of a sheet of paper. Professor Tara Spires, who heads the UK Dementia Research Institute at Edinburgh University, co-led a breakthrough study that successfully tracked the spreading of DLB. Alpha-Z-nuclein clumps had previously been identified in DLB, but their effects on synapses were unknown because of difficulties in studying them due to their tiny size. It's the 3rd most common form after Alzheimer's and vascular dementias and affects around 100,000 people in the UK. It can cause severe memory loss as well as movement problems. There is no cure. Dr. Rosa Sancho, head of research at Alzheimer's Research UK, which part-funded the study, said this exciting research using cutting-edge technology sheds new light on the progression of DLB in the brain. The results provide convincing, measurable and visual evidence that toxic alpha-Z-nuclein is disrupting synapses that could potentially contribute to the devastating symptoms of the disease. We are extremely pleased our funding has helped produce these important results, which demonstrate potential avenues for much-needed new treatments for people who are living with DLB. The research we fund would not be possible without the work of our tireless supporters who go to extraordinary lengths to allow talented researchers to make important new discoveries like these. These discoveries should invigorate the search for therapies aimed at reducing synaptic damage. Study co-leader Professor Tara Spires. The study, published in Brain, was also funded by the Spanish charity Fundació Celix Barcelona. DLB shares some of the same symptoms with Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. The first symptoms can be fairly slight but can begin to affect people on a day-to-day basis. They include problems with memory and judgment, feeling faint and developing tremors and slow movement. The condition can also cause disrupted sleep and changes to people's sleeping patterns. In Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia, there are at least 4 types of toxic proteins involved: amyloid, tau, TDP43 and alpha-Z-nuclein.